at the 47. First carry for James Conner. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big... That's caught inside the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 41 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
44, get ready for 57 over there.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
2-by-2. Move.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 95 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then defense has the advantage.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They go 368.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Regular. 52-44, get ready.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And now running right through it. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Caught on the left side by Ginn. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There you go. 5-0.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Dalton. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go! 22, 44. Right side.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? I want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
59.
Back to Mixon on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, what a good football coach is looking for. Complete football players. And guess what? We've got one here because most cornerbacks, they just want to cover people. This guy shows the ability to go ahead and make tackles.
Second down, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
On the ball.
Dalton here from the gun. And Eifert has it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Over here. Hey, green 18.
Here's a give to Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing, Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. The pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. So I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bengals getting set to go.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here's the rookie from the U, Mark Walton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From midfield here, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Let's go.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Boswell for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the Indians. And he's all the way up across the 40. And down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Andy Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Now they run with Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dalton bootlegs out, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Dalton to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Dalton. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, here we go. Snickers, 66. 22, 44. One day. 8.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Snickers.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, go, three, on the ball. On the ball.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at...
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it'll work for big yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Dalton. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Dalton throwing on second down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Again, it's Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Buying time to his left. And he finds McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. Hey.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll go again with Bell. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, They can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.